guys, it's Kathy. Today I wanted to do my October's best and worst, and this month has been fairly boring for me. I haven't tried huge numbers of different things, but I bought a little bit. So to start off with skincare, I have a fairly basic regime, and the cleanser that I've found works the best for me is my Neutrogena 2-in-1 cleanser mask. And this thing here is brilliant because I can use it just in the morning, and on days when I'm not going to be shampooing my hair, I'll just use it as a cleanser. But on the days when I'm shampooing my hair, so I'm going to be taking a bit more time in the shower anyway, I'll use it as a mask. It is brilliant. It's got amazing oil control, which for me, because I'm an very oily individual, is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I just absolutely love this, and I am going to be running out fairly soon, so this is definitely one I'm going to be repurchasing. I think I've been using this for about a year now, and my skin was, nothing worked. I was taking medication for my skin. I had tried everything short of Proactive, which I wasn't going to be spending the money for. And then, yeah, Neutrogena released this, and I've never looked back. So, definitely a favourite, and I don't think this one's going to be changing anytime soon. So, for my foundation, I've been really impressed with NYX's HD Foundation, Studio Foundation, and I wear it in the colour Natural. So, basically, it's a cheaper version of, say, your Smashbox HD foundation, or even your Makeup Forever. It's obviously not to that quality, but just for everyday foundation when you're just going to work, etc., this stuff is brilliant. It hasn't broken me out at all, which is usually a telltale sign of whether or not it's going to be a keeper or a goer. It's high definition, it's mineral enriched, it's talc free, and it is paraben free. And yeah, I certainly wouldn't be using it if I'm going out for, say, going out for dinner or something special. I wouldn't necessarily wear this. I'd probably wear one of my more expensive foundations, but for everyday use, I'm just in love with this. So very happy with this. I actually have two colours, one which I use for most of my face, and then a slightly darker shade which I use for a little bit of contouring, and that's the soft beige colour. So yeah, so very happy with that. Then eyeshadow wise, I have split it up into two. I've got a base, which I have just been loving my LA Colors Relaxation Shadow Stick, and this is just it's a reddish brown shimmer eyeshadow stick, and it is so creamy. I just love this colour, and it works for so many of my bases. Because we're coming into summer in Australia, I love wearing lots of oranges and reds and plums, and this colour just makes an absolutely beautiful shimmer base under it. And I have a tendency to blend it out so it's not quite as pigmented, and if you just see that, it's just got this lovely little bit of shimmer and sparkle to it. So I love that colour. And then as far as my actual eyeshadow goes, I've got quite a few that I love, but I seem to be going, usually every day, but at least 3 times a week, I will be going to my NYX Crimson Amulet collection. And the reason why is this has got basically my blending brown and my highlight that I just use every day. It's my go-to. So my highlight colour, which is this matte cream here, and then my blending brown up into my brow is this one here. And I've actually been starting to use this particular brown on my eyebrow, which I've never really done my eyebrows before, but I have definitely made a difference that my eyebrows really are much more noticeable, which I never used to like because I have naturally very strong eyebrows and they're Bushman's bushy. They're just horrible. I have to spend so much time plucking them, but and they're a lot darker than my natural hair colour, which of course I've got dyed hair at the moment, but I have started to try and take control of my eyebrows a little bit, and that colour I found is really good for matching to my natural eyebrow colour. So, but yeah, no, this palette is just amazing, and every day I will use at least one colour from it. And that also includes this particular blush here, which I actually use as an eyeshadow. And it's just it's a cool tone, bright red, and oh, it's just gorgeous. So definitely happy with this one, and I have a sneaky suspicion that if NYX keeps this on and doesn't make it a limited edition, if I run out of anything in here, I will definitely repurchase. Eyeliner shouldn't come as any surprise considering I feature it in pretty well every single one of my videos, but it is my Maybelline Lash Stiletto eyeliner, and this thing, I am nowhere near an expert when it comes to applying liquid eyeliners. I have shaky hands, I blink, so this thing here just gives me fantastic control, and yeah, I just love this thing, so no surprises there. And then for my mascara, again, shouldn't be a surprise, but my Maybelline Falsies, just for everyday use. I do love my Maybelline XXL, but I don't tend to wear that every day just because it's too much of a hassle for the two-step process. The only thing I'll say about the Falsies is it is quite a large brush, so which isn't necessarily an issue for me because I do have fairly long, thick lashes. But you got to be careful because otherwise you'll wind up with black mascara all over your makeup. Onto lip products. My balm that I've been using was actually a freebie. I bought a bunch of stuff off of crushcosmetics.com.au, and they threw in this vanilla lip balm in for free. I guess it must have just been a sample or something they wanted me to try, but it's actually really, really good, and it smells. Oh, I just love the smell. It's vanilla, obviously. All natural and gluten-free lip balm. It's from Now Solutions. It's got aloe vera, shea butter, and vitamin E, or shea butter, depending on how you pronounce it. It's got beeswax, which you know it's good, sunflower oil, coconut oil, lanolin, natural vanilla flavour, etc. It's lovely, and I've noticed I tend to have fairly rough lips naturally, which means I always have to continually condition. This thing has made my lips so soft, and I haven't had any flaking at all, so really, really happy with this one. And then for my lipstick, it's my Wet n Wild Wetshine lipstick, and this one, it's the Beige Frost, which is my lightest colour. It's the 510A. Not sure if you can read that. And it's just this lovely pink colour. I'm wearing it now. It's definitely not as pigmented as the colour may put out. It's just a very light pink, but I find it goes with pretty well all of my all of my eyeshadows. So that's the colour there. So it's not necessarily long lasting, but I just absolutely love the colour on it. So yeah. And then as far as my favourites for getting rid of my makeup, because let's face it, that's something we all have to do every single day, I absolutely love my Biore makeup removing wipes. They are really gentle. You may have to wipe them a few times. They're not like one wipe and everything's gone, but I find that a lot of makeup removers, even the ones which are supposed to be gentle, because mascara has a tendency to really stick to my eyelashes and it doesn't come off. If I'm there trying to get it off with one that's even supposed to be gentle, it'll still make my eyes absolutely burn, and it hurts, and it's not good for me, and I don't like it. These things haven't done that at all, so I can scrub away and try and get as much of the mascara off as possible before I wash my face, and I haven't had any burn at all, so they are just lovely. So those are the best for October. So now on to the flops, and I only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 flops. The first one is to do with my eyes, and it's the LA Colours Jumbo Eye Pencil in grey, which is kind of funny considering one of my favourites was the LA Colours in Relaxation, the red. But this one here, it's just, it's gritty, it doesn't glide, it doesn't have very good colour payoff. I'm just not a fan of it, and I don't use it now. It's just, I've got a silvery grey eyeshadow pencil which I use instead of this one, so it was only $1.75, so it's not like it's the end of the world, but definitely not one that I'll be going back to when I'm purchasing any more eyeshadow sticks. The next one again is an eyeshadow, and this one really was disappointing because, as I'm sure you're aware, MAC eyeshadows in Australia are quite expensive. I did get this one off eBay, but it was still about $18 to $20. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's red brick, and in the pan it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's this beautiful red, and I love wearing reds. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's just the fact that I don't know how to use it properly or the fact that I got a dud, but I find the pigmentation is terrible. It doesn't pick up well, it's not creamy, it doesn't go on my eyelids very well. So I'm obviously not going to throw it away. I'll definitely keep using it because I'm going to pretend and believe that I just don't know how to use this properly, and the more I practice the better it's going to get. But for the moment I have been incredibly disappointed with this particular matte colour. So yeah, so that was MAC Red Brick, so I was a bit disappointed on that one. And then the final flop, which is actually, or worse, which is actually a dual, is the Garnier, what was it? Garnier Colour Last conditioner and shampoo. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Garnier. Their shampoos and conditioners, as far as the cheaper line of shampoos and conditioners go, are fantastic. I recently dyed my hair red. Well, recently, it was about 6 months ago now, but I dyed my hair red, and I got these to try and keep the colour as long as possible. They haven't, and they have really dried out my hair. They've made it super brittle. I'm just not happy at all. I'm not sure if you can tell from this video, but I have very long hair. It goes down to my waist, and so I usually need, I'm oily up here and then quite dry and brittle and weak down here, so I need sort of those two-toning effect shampoo and conditioners, and I'd been using Garnier for a long time, but I thought I'd give this range a go, and wasn't a good idea. So I won't chuck these just because it's not in me to chuck out things, but I will probably be purchasing my old stuff soon so that I can get my hair back to being in moderate condition rather than what it is at the moment, which is just a rat's nest. But yes, that pretty well does all of my October bests and worsts. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave comments below about yours on video responses. I always like seeing them. As always, please remember to subscribe. It's just the little button. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye!